over here. As you may know, lad, I've a connection to the weapons that you use, having once wielded one of them myself. Of course, not knowing its significance back then, but I digress. Sometimes it keeps in touch, and I've a vision from it to impart.
Oh, do you mean a vision from Varatha, the Eternal Spear? That's out of the ordinary, and also a bit concerning. So what did you see?
Well, I saw a great, bearded warrior, bigger than me, pitch black hair, bearing an aspect of Varatha unlike any with which I'm familiar. Then he was gone, but what still lingered were these words: I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix.
I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix. I don't understand. What's that supposed to mean?
There's one more thing. This was not my first such vision. Long ago, I saw one of Varatha's other bearers. It was you. Your infernal arms. They must be weapons of the Fates' design. They know already who shall brandish them. Now they ask a favor. Seek Varatha. Speak the words. Go.
I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix. Varatha, I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix. A new aspect. Who's Guan Yu? Achilles, something awakened in Varatha when I spoke the words. It revealed to me a form I'd never seen, wielded by the warrior called Guan Yu, handsomely dressed, and just as you described. That's no Greek name, is it?
No, I don't think so, lad. I don't know who this Guan Yu is, or where he's from, or even when he's from. But the Fates must have a plan for him and you. Anyway, I think my part in this is ended. Varatha served you well, no? I trusted it in life. I trust it now. Fear is for the weak.
Fear is for the weak.
Got some kind of fishing pole or what?
A new aspect. Who's Guan Yu? Grant me the aspect of Guan Yu.
Whoa, what in the world is that?
Looking good. Well, Guan Yu, take good care of Varatha for me.
What have you done with my ancient weapon, boy? I sense Varatha's form there in your feeble grip, but there's some garish power you've awakened in it, haven't you?
Oh, just took a splash of Titan blood at the right time was all. There's more to your ancient weapon than you gave it credit for, I guess. Though let's not keep it waiting, no?
No, let's not. Gygaros is the mightier weapon with none of the treacherous past. It needs no fanciful shape-shifting tricks to run you through. Behold.
It was bound to happen, really. The Frostfair blade. What a weapon.
Hold, child. I have a message for you from my daughters themselves, concerning the blade of the underworld in your possession.
Wait, you mean the Fates? And Stygius? I'm honored that they would have taken any notice of me. What is it that they want for me to know?
They wish for me to impart to you these words, so that your blade, in turn, may hear them uttered from your lips. I see your kingly pardon from a prison of stone. Repeat them and remember.
I see your kingly pardon from a prison of stone. This must be for one of the weapon's hidden forms. Please tell your daughters I am very grateful, Nyx.
I I shall, child. Although I'm certain they already know. Though whether they are aiding you or this is simply what must come to pass, I cannot say.
I'll take my chances it's the former. Stygius, I see your kingly pardon from a prison of stone. A future aspect. What sort of name is Arthur? Grant me the aspect of Arthur.
Wow, that's a nifty sword.
We made it, Stygius. I hope this Arthur serves you well someday.
I never had any respect for Stygius, that blade you bear. Perhaps unfairly due to Brother Poseidon's sloppy form when once he wielded it. But now it seems quite different in your care.
I think we've grown quite close to one another, yes. Enough to where I've come to know a different side of this fine blade right here. This is the aspect of some Arthur fellow. Maybe the two of you could get acquainted properly.
Arthur. No name either of gods or kings of any realm I know. Then introduce us, as you say, to this new amateur to whom your blade rendered its services.
Achilles, sir, I've uncovered the hidden aspect of Stygius. Nyx gave me the words this time, and a vision of a noble leader among mortals. An entire armored legion of them. Arthur was his name. Will be his name, I guess.
A future leader among men wielding that blade. The mysteries of the infernal arms run deep, don't they? Although it seems that you and Stygius formed quite a bond.
Must be the regular feedings.
I expected your arrival, son of Hades, for I am able to see through you. Rather, through the all-seeing artifact, which sprang from me after the dawn of time, and now resembles, in your hands, its foremost form. Respond.
What, you must mean the Shield of Chaos here? Your shield, Master Chaos, I should say. It's a remarkable artifact. Imposing, too. Your original creations must have been astounding.
Your response is acceptable, and I am grateful to have had my recent first-hand glimpses of this vast domain. I bear a message for you, son of Hades. One recorded in an age when certain concepts it describes did not yet all exist. Remember this. I see you stand your ground against the serpent's flame. A waking phrase, to which you and the all-seeing artifact of my creation may respond.
A waking phrase. And an all-seeing artifact, you must mean Aegis, right? So I'm to say to it, I see you stand your ground against the serpent's flame, and it'll wake right up. Though, can you tell me what it means, or who?
Oh, I can tell you almost anything. However, I would much prefer it if you learned most of the answers you seek by yourself.
Aegis, I see you stand your ground against the serpent's flame. Grant me the aspect of Beowulf. Here we are then, Aegis. This Beowulf will be most fortunate to have your protection.
There you are, bearing my brother's blasted shield. flaunting it about so recklessly. Though what have you done to it now?
Not much, really, besides awakening the aspect of a supposedly unstoppable dragon-slaying warrior called Beowulf. If it has the power to protect him against a giant lizard, I figure it may help me against you.
You presently shall find I'm no mere giant lizard, boy. Though we shall see whether this Beowulf is any help to you.
Another prophecy fulfilled. Nakeling's bored. Nothing gets past you.
Out of the infinitely spanning possibilities, here before me stands the son of Hades, bearing my all-seeing artifact, appearing in the aspect of a bearer yet unborn. He shall be known throughout the north as Beowulf. How very droll.
Achilles, sir, I've revealed the hidden aspect of the Shield of Chaos, thanks to Chaos themselves. Apparently, someday it'll protect an armored warrior known as Beowulf from all sorts of dangers, even a dragon. Mortals don't stand much of a chance against those, do they?
Depends upon the dragon, I suppose. I've heard they differ all across the world. Though that's a fascinating find there, lad. This Beowulf sounds like he'll find a way to make good use of all that protective gear. Always preferred mobility myself, but then, to each his own.
I doubt he would be any match for you.
Now listen, Zagreus. Admittedly, this is a little strange, even from me. I have a message for your bow. That's right. Just go on up to Coronach next time and tell it with a firm, commanding voice. I see you drawn in the arms of the seventh avatar. Let me know how it goes, okay?
Coronach, I see you drawn in the arms of the seventh avatar. A hidden aspect. Rama, who are you? Grant me the aspect of Rama.
Oh, now that's a shiny bow you got right there.
We're here, Coronach. May you serve Rama well, if you haven't already done so, I guess.
The bow is the weapon of a coward, boy. I said so even to Hera's face. I'm unsurprised that you are drawn to it, and yet something has changed about it. I can tell.
What, you mean that Coronach has taken on the aspect of a divine preserver person of some sort, of whom I've seen mere glimpses, but seems definitely very capable and really rather brave?
I know not why the old infernal arms endear themselves to you, and I entirely care not in whose weakling aspect you bring them forth, only to fall to me.
Prophecy fulfilled. Celestial Sharonga, it was my honor.
Hey, look at that. The message must have worked. Practically can see that shiny bow from here. I've never wielded Coronach myself, at least not yet. Though, if the Fates are sending visions to me of its past or future bearers, why, I guess I'm bound to get my shot eventually.
You mean to fight with me barehanded this time, short one? I'm not ashamed to say the champion himself defeated me in such a manner back when we drew breath.
Wouldn't say the twin fists of Malphon count as empty-handed, sir, though it surprises me to hear you could be beaten in such a way.
I was hungry and unprepared, inexperienced. No longer. Come. come, short one. I dreamed of this very moment.
Come on, Asterius, we've fought how many times already? What's there to dream about?
No, I dreamed. And in my dream, there was something I had to tell you. Rather, something you have to tell the weapons you wear in your hands. Tell them, I see you overcome the wild and make peace with death.
Hey, I know what that is. That's a waking phrase. So I'm to speak it to Malphon. Wait, why are you helping me?
I don't know whether I'm helping you or not, but in my dream, an ancient hero fought a beast of a man barehanded. They became friends in the end, after a great battle. I long for a fight like that.
I see you overcome the wild and make peace with death. Malphon, I see you overcome the wild and make peace with death. The hidden aspect of an ancient god king, Gilgamesh. Grant me the aspect of Gilgamesh.
Yeah, what happened to your mitts, boyo?
All right.
There, on your hands, the weapons you call Malphon. They're just as I saw in my dream. Monstrous, like me.
Former property of someone called Gilgamesh. The beastman he fought, Enkidu. You said they became friends. What said your dream about us on that front, sir?
It didn't say much. Only that we would fight. Just as that Gilgamesh and Enkidu once did. Maybe the outcome will be the same. Maybe it won't. We'll find out. Thought. The might of Gilgamesh. I understand it now. But I won't make his friend's mistake. We'll fight again.
Got you, bullman.
Challenger! What are those bestial gloves of yours, blackguard? Beginning to show more of your true and savage nature here, perhaps?
No. He bears the twin fists in the aspect of a king called Gilgamesh. That king, he too wrestled a beast-like man, who then became a friend. Maybe that's why I knew this fight would come.
What are you telling me, Asterius? Now is certainly not a good time for waxing philosophical, I think. And surely this King Gilgamesh of whom you speak is much more competent a fighter than this filth.
All right, we've made it, Malphon. Appreciate you lending me the might of Gilgamesh.
Resorting to mere fisticuffs with me. Though how you got Malphon to look like that, I've no idea. Pray tell, whose monstrous claws are those? A manticore's?
These claws, I'll have you know, father, belonged once to an ancient god king known as Gilgamesh. You ever meet?
Provided he was flesh and blood at some point, then he resides within my realm. Presumably within Elysium somewhere, sadly bereft of his manticore claws thanks to you. Come, show me what they can do.
Another prophecy fulfilled. The claws of Enkidu helped me scrape by to the top. The Bull of Minos led me to another hidden aspect, Achilles, a beastly form of the twin fists belonging to an ancient god king known as Gilgamesh. You ever hear that name? He had a half-beast friend, apparently, like how Asterius is friend to Theseus.
Gilgamesh, you said? That name isn't familiar to me, but with these hidden aspects, there's bound to be a connection to the future or the past. Say, why is the Bull of Minos aiding you? I thought he was one of your rivals, borrowing passage from Elysium.
Oh, he is. He's loyal through and through to Theseus and never holds back when we fight. But he seems to be the respect for his opponent type, unlike his companion.
I know the type. Both types.
You stab me, I stab you.
Well, if it isn't the one and only rail of adamant in your possession there. To strike one's enemies from afar is really the only way, I think, and it's about as good a substitute for lightning bolts as you're likely to find. Hark, young man, for I've a vision I must share with you. A waking phrase for exegriff, to be precise. Please beseech the weapon thus. I see your prideful fall down from the heavens to the flames. An odd connection to a past or future bearer. Apparently one who defied a god. Have you encountered exegriff and said to it the waking phrase I gave to you, young man? Why, I tell exegriff myself. Remember, it's I see your prideful fall down from the heavens to the flames.
Exegriff, I see your prideful fall down from the heavens to the flames. Grant me the aspect of Lucifer. All set. Here's the surface exegriff. Maybe it's as rare a sight for Lucifer as it is for me.
You approached me with that loathsome rail, boy, emanating a hellish fury more even than usual at that. Little surprise you took a shine to it. It was the weapon that I hated most of all.
Well, someone called Lucifer apparently thought differently and took a crack at his own father with it once. This one's for him, then.
Invoking names you know nothing about. Presuming all the while far too much. You take that monstrous artifact for another friend. You would be wiser to be wary of its influence. But let us fight.
What do you know? This came true. Igneous Eden. Where in blazes did Lucifer find you?
Now that is an entirely unusual design, even for exegriff. So then the waking phrase has worked. That aspect bearer, Lucifer, was it? Struck his own Lord Father. Tried to, anyway. A not uncommon story, it would seem.